much. Rijudatta, it was a peaceful demonstration till the time it became about provocation. Rijudatta, if your political opponents are holding protests, you should have been a little more circumspect rather than using all kind of administrative force in curbing this entire protest. I mean, protests, rallies are forms of democracy. You know, that's how political parties oppose their political opponents. So what was so unnatural about it happening in Bengal?
Maria, you have asked some excellent questions to Mr. Dasgupta, and I did not get an opportunity to ask him because I would have asked him two very pointed questions. First question, he said that yes, they will not let anybody go to the secretariat. So he pointed out that going and ghirawing the secretariat is out of question because it's the administrative headquarters of Bengal. Now, the first barricade, where the visuals you can see, where people are climbing on the barricades and the water cannons have been spread, it is only 2 kilometers away from the administrative headquarters of Bengal. So what business BJP has there? So but I would have liked to ask Chapan that. And second, if this would have been a peaceful protest rally, I don't know what he is consuming right now. If this would have been a peaceful rally, then in front of the media, which
okay, so
I'm not being
uncivilized. Only a true representative of TMC can speak like this.
See, this man is not even a part of the BJP.
You stop now.
I am saying, will BJP take action against the rioters?
You stop lying. You stop lying with your foul languages.
You stop
lying with your foul languages. You stop lying with your bad languages. No, you stop. You will allow us to speak. You stop lying. You stop lying with your foul languages. You the party of hooligans. You are a party of hooligans. You
indiscriminately. So calling it a peaceful rally shows their state of mind. They have completely lost their head.
No. What is spoke few minutes back? That Mamata Banerjee came to power single-handedly. That is biggest lie in this whole conversation. From 1998 to 2011, Mamata Banerjee
are you trying to rewrite the history? Stop confusing too much Gomuktra. That is my advice. You people have lost their heads.
This Rijudatta is a true liar, he is leader,
where have you got
like he is stupid leader, he is also liar.
He has no idea
and
what
that's why he is lying here.
He is lying here.
No.
Or have you got it from Howrah today?
Single election. Independently. No, she either joined hand with Congress or with BJP. After 2011, she joined hand with police and she dumped Congress. She came to power with Congress only, and not only Congress, it was ASUC also who joined us. So he is a true liar. Rijudatta is a true liar, like he is true leader, like he is supreme leader. He is telling lie only. So from, and secondly, I am telling you, your government will be there for next few months only. So you wait for some time, your government will collapse. Your government will collapse like anything.
Okay, Radhika Ramaseshan now. No. The question here is, okay, let's, because the larger point being made here by the BJP, Radhika Ramaseshan, is that they are holding protests against the corruption of the TMC government and they are looking at some kind of a clean-up. That's why it was Nabanna Cholo, going straight to the seat of power. The question is that could it have been less administrative force than what we saw? Action, reaction, retaliation, whatever you may say, but the images that are coming from Calcutta also in the last 1 year is also showcasing that the BJP is desperate for power. That they have not really resigned to the fate that as far as the state politics is concerned, they may have increased from 2 to 60 something now because several of their party MLAs left them. But it is also that the BJP is going all out to ensure that in 2024 they increase their tally. So their desperation is also evident.
Certainly, Maria, I completely agree with you. I think the BJP hasn't gotten over the fact that it lost the assembly elections after, taking things to such a pitch that it almost seemed like the votes were waiting to be counted and a BJP government was to be sworn in. That didn't happen. I mean, it was a convincing victory for Mamata Banerjee. There's no doubt about it. And you mentioned corruption. Corruption was also an important plank on which the BJP fought the last elections. I mean, quite a few of Trinamool ministers and functionaries were embroiled in corruption the last time, but clearly the issue did not have much of a popular impact on the ground. Mamata was nonetheless voted in. So this time but I have to say this, the BJP is so persistent. It refuses to give up, and you have to say something for a party which refuses to be put down by a defeat and is carrying forward its battle. So we just have to see how far it takes the whole corruption issue and whether it plays out politically to the Trinamool's disadvantage and the BJP's advantage. And certainly the BJP would not like to lose even a single seat, less than 18 in the Lok Sabha elections. I think the whole endeavor is to retain its tally or perhaps hope to improve on its tally. So I see the battle intensifying by the day, and it's all preparatory to 2020.
And also, Radhika, immediately after the elections, was there a sense also within the BJP, because of political violence that played out and the observations, and several of its party MPs, also, ministers, there was an example as well in Babul Supriyo, who quit, joined the TMC, all of them leaving the party, that it's difficult to defeat Mamata Banerjee or make themselves a significant player in the state of Bengal. And now this is also trying to charge up their workers, sending a message that they matter because of the images that have come in already of those cash mounts and everything, that you can put the sitting government also on a back foot.
Yeah, absolutely. It's important for the BJP to keep its cadre surcharged or its workers. I really don't know if they have much of a cadre force in Bengal. Also, I think there is a problem within the BJP between the newbies and the old guard, which you see even in the Congress. But the entire strategy, the entire approach, everything in the BJP's politics in West Bengal is pinned on one person, and that is Suvendu Adhikari.
That's right.
The leader, the Delhi brass is somehow convinced that Suvendu alone will be able to deliver the goodies. That I'm not very sure whether it's wise to put all the eggs into one basket and depend so much on Suvendu Adhikari to deliver, the results.
All right, Radhika Ramaseshan, always a pleasure to have you on my shows. Riju Datta and Sudipta Guha, thank you so much. Also thanks to Sopan Das Gupta.